And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk program. It's good to be back. I'm not back in Reno yet, but I'm on my way. I should be in Reno about 3 hours from now. Somewhere in there, I am getting the place that I'm supposed to live in, I'm getting it set up. So it's a little bit older furniture and stuff, cabinets, they're tearing the shit out, putting new stuff in. So I've had to, like yesterday's show was made sitting on the floor. There's no furniture in this condominium. It's been 7-8 years and got to remodel some things. So I will be over the next 1, 2, 3 months on occasion coming out to Sacramento, supervising the construction work that's being done. Hopefully I can be moved in 1, 2 months. That's the goal. And then, you know what? If I got time, which I don't, I might still look into that being a Zebek ambassador for Sacramento. So that is what I got on my plate right now. So I'll make a show right now on the PM at around, 5 o'clock PM, maybe 6 PM Pacific time. If I can, I'm going to do the Patreon program. And that'll be, these two businesses are separate. So here's how I work if you're brand new. I generally like making shows at 7 a.m. and about 5 p.m. If I'm traveling, sometimes I can do that. Sometimes I can't. I'll usually have a show at around 8:45 to 9:30 in the morning, maybe no PM at all. Because when I'm traveling, I'm working. It's not really a vacation, it's work. I'm checking out Home Depots, showing contractors just doing shit. So a lot of times when I travel, it's one show a day. But I should be able to hopefully pull off a PM today on the Patreon. And then we'll see about tomorrow morning, back to my 7 a.m., 5 p.m. If there's news, I can make shows. If there's no news, I just can't put together shit shows. So my name's Crypto Hulk, not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about crypto. I don't know anything about financial advice. Don't listen to a word I say. Plaque vendor sent gold coins for 10 jewels. Ooh. The show of the day is brought to you by Orange Cream Ghost. Now, I usually don't like drinking Ghost because it has like 200 milligrams of caffeine. So, and it's got other stuff in there. I usually like no more than 150 milligrams of caffeine, but this orange cream tastes like I'm eating ice cream. Oh my God. It's fucking great. All right. John Doe's like, hopefully there's some Coke in that can. Yeah, Coca-Cola. I got these sponsors in my program, so it's Coca-Cola. Okay, no, I love doing this job. I love showing people how to get rich. You know what I like? Showing people how to beat the system. That's what I like. That's, I think, why I've stayed on this shitty-ass YouTube platform for so long. This communist, shitty-ass, broke dick platform is because there's almost nobody like me. And I'm not trying to have everybody on my show. I'm really not. And I haven't for all these years. I am not here to, like, you're not welcome unless I say you are. Do you understand that? And I don't mind. I don't care how much money you give me, how long you've been a member. If I don't like you, your shit's gone. That's just how it is, man. I appreciate every single person that can put up with my antics, my long programs, sometimes very boring, and all that stuff. I appreciate that. And let me just look through these comments here real quick. Okay, Hulk. Good morning, Hulk and crew. So you and me, we're like a team. Because if you're not here, then what am I just reading off to nobody? And so I appreciate each person that's here. I appreciate when you get a membership. I mean, if you can afford the $200 a month one, because what happens is that shows YouTube, I'm giving YouTube this every month. Still here after 6 years, bitches, right? Still making these videos. YouTube can go back and suck big D's again. Okay, that's how we just do on this channel. I make a program for you. I don't care what YouTube says. They can shadow ban this and that. I don't care if I got a small group of people here. As long as I'm making a decent amount of cash, I'll keep making these programs. That's why I had to start the other show. They wiped out 800,000 views a month, just letting you know. So, but Crypto Hog, why do you have Patreon? Okay, let me break it down for the brokies. So I used to be pulling in 1 million views a month, okay? Now it's down to like 187,000. That's 800,000. That's like 80% of my viewership gone, okay? I used to make a lot of money off commercials, this and that, but then when you lose 80% of your viewers, there you go. So that's why I've upped the membership levels and stuff, because I got 80% wiped out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's around 187 to 192,000. Used to be like a milli a month. It was fucking amazing. You know, random people would just watch my program. I'd make that commercial money. I wouldn't have to push memberships or anything. But you know what? There's a thing called cash flow, and I got bills to pay. I can't do this shit for free. I mean, how am I going to pay my bills if I do this shit for free? So I've made about 6 years worth of free videos, thousands and thousands and thousands of videos. And guess what? Most all the cryptos are the same. They ain't going nowhere. So if you're broke and you got no money, just watch the free fucking videos, man. You got 6 years of videos to watch. Instead of bitching at me, why don't you look in the mirror and say, get with it. All right? So that's why I run my channel the way I do. I say what I want. I show the information I want. I got people that support this channel. I'm going to continue to do what I think is best. I'm going to continue to show you all the information they don't want to see. They want to wipe out 80% of my viewership. I got a loyal 20% right here. Still here. Still haven't gone anywhere in 6 years. And the people at YouTube can keep sucking those, you know what they are. So I'm going to move on. We're going to start a great show today. I got a couple amazing articles here. Axiology. Somebody sent me this. I don't know. It might have been Mikey Gilbert. I'm not sure. If that's you, Mikey, you can say, hey, I sent this to Crypto Hulk. And that's what it is. If you guys show me stuff, I can't be everywhere. I don't know. I'm not like the Wizard of Oz where I know everything. I don't act like it. But I only have so much time. I got people I'm calling you guys up, trying to say, don't do this, make sure you do that, whatever. I got to look for news. And then I have a thing called, it's just, I got a lot of shit going on, right? Now, what I do, now let me just go with this. All right, axiology. Everybody, this is amazing. I'm going to show you here. Remember how I've always told you all good cryptos, they work together, right? So it's not like a pissing contest. Oh, which crypto is going to be worth the most, Crypto Hulk? Look, I buy. I don't know about you. Okay, don't copy me. Don't do anything. Do the opposite of what I tell you, all right? Unless me and Chucky are snorting 8 balls and stuff or smoking them, then... But what I do is this. I want to look at relationships. I want to look at connections with crypto. The more relationships, the deeper it goes into the government and venture capitals and colleges. And that is where I'll spend the money. So Axiology is running on Canton on top of XRP Ledger. Are you seeing this? This is what I'm talking about. A good project. Let me tell you something. A good project is going to have maybe 5-10 cryptos, okay? Each, and I'm talking about good cryptos, not Peppy or Peppy's girlfriend. I got one guy who's a $200 a month member. I won't tell you if it's from YouTube or my Patreon. This guy's like, Crypto Hulk, I just want 5 cryptos. I don't want a lot of them. I want a fucking ton of them, but I just want 5. I need you to help me find them. I'm kind of like, I don't advise that. I said, look, you're paying me, and I'm going to give you what you want, okay? But part of what you're going to get, and you don't have to ask for it because it comes free, is my advice. Don't do that shit, okay? And I broke down why. If you got 5 cryptos and one of them goes bankrupt, you just got wiped out 20%. What if 3 of your cryptos go bankrupt? Your money's gone 60%, dude. Like, if you double that to make it 10, I'd be like, well, okay, 10. That's as low as I want any of you guys to be. He's like, nope, can't do it. Got to have 5. And I said, all right. I said, I'm warning you right now. I will assist you the best that I can. I will deep dive shit and find whatever, but I'm just telling you, that's fucking stupid. I appreciate your membership. You're making a big mistake, but you got me to help you. And I can only undo so much fucked up, okay? So I'm just warning you, don't do this. And you're going to go ahead and do it. And I'm going to try my best to help you, but don't do this shit, all right? And then that's kind of how it is. So, and some people they don't copy me, and I don't want you to copy me. This guy he is an adult. And if he has a hunch, maybe, I don't know everything. And look, I'm not a gambler. I'm not an investor. What do? Look, simply, I research and I report information to you. That's what I do. I'm not a day trader. I'm not a long-term trader. I'm not an investor. I'm not a financial advisor. None of the above. I research and I report. Research and report. That's it. I'm not special. I just find really cool shit and then show you all the connections and stuff. And if you're interested in some of the good stuff that I go over, then you dump in a lot of money. Now let's look here at Axiology. Now, about a year ago, I was the only person talking about Canton coin, nobody else. And some of you guys got it before me, and that's good. That's what I want you to do. And some of you guys are, hey, Crypto Hulk, if you find some of you guys were getting Canton at like 5 cents or 3 cents or something, and I was buying it at 15. You beat out Crypto Hulk. Great. I helped you be aware, and some of you guys are good at things that I'm not good at. Look, I research and I report, not everything. I'm just wiping sweat off because I was doing a leg workout. It's Friday. Tomorrow's another leg workout too. So this is Canton coin. This is Axiology, build on Canton coin. I was telling you about this like a year ago before any social media person was talking about this shit. And some of you guys, very proud, you found it like way before me. And you told me when you found it. And I'm like, I don't want to start doing this and swapping that. I'm just not like all that. And you guys did, and you were getting Canton at like a nickel. Congrats, okay? So Axiology, let's get into this. What do we got going on? Well, we got going on what I told you. All good cryptos work together. XRP has a function, the ledger. Stellar's ledger has a function. All these ledgers have different functions. Linnea has a function. Hive, all these cryptos that are good. So what do? They all stack and layer on top of each other. They all work together as a team. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, Axiology goes live as a validator on Canton. I'm going to tell you something, you guys. I was talking to a $200 member the other day, and he was like, Crypto Hulk, it was Trevor. I think it was Trevor. And we were talking about some stuff. And then he was like, Crypto Hulk. Now, I'm just paraphrasing. I can't quite remember exactly what he was saying. But he was something like, you know what? He was trying to figure out what cryptos to maybe load up on and stuff. And I'm like, well, Trevor, what cryptos do I always talk about? Like, now, how about this, Trevor? What cryptos are always in the news? He's like, well, shit, Canton coin. Like that, right? He's like, that's the first one that pops in my head, Canton coin. And guess what? Here we are again. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be the most expensive crypto. It's just always in the news. It's always building partnerships and collaborations. It's got 600 of the world's biggest financial institutions. He's like, yeah, that's pretty massive. And here we are again. I didn't plan this. It just, look, I don't know what it is. Canton's popping up 2-3 times a week in the news. I'm not looking for it. It just is there. So if you want to know a crypto to invest in, this one's no secret. It's right here. It's Canton and XRP. Axiology goes live as a validator on the Canton network, opening its infrastructure to Europe's institutional network. Everybody, now all of a sudden, Europe comes into this. Why? Remember a couple days ago, MiCA, Market in Crypto Assets. What is that? MiCA is the European licensing. All European companies have to get into markets and crypto assets. If they want to get a license to do stuff, Ripple just got a license. And looky right here, what's going on. Axiology is a validator. They're using Canton for their business, and they're right on top of the XRP ledger at the same time. Oh my God. How many cryptos do you know that are MiCA certified? What I would do is this. Some of you, look which cryptos are ISO 20022 and MiCA. Oh shit, that's a green light, Crypto Hulk. That right there. If your crypto, look, it doesn't have to be, but if your crypto is ISO and MiCA, there you go. It's a very good sign, okay? The move by Axiology is the move makes Axiology directly reachable to the banks. Oh man. Custodians and asset managers already operating on Canton alongside its existing. Now, Canton is a Ripple partner, okay? And it's operating on the XRP ledger. This is so massive. This Canton shit, I'm telling you. I'm not going to tell you to buy the fuck out of Canton. I'm not going to tell you that, all right? Axiology is now operating a live validator node on Canton, the privacy-enabled blockchain network, used by a significant share of the world's regulated financial institutions for tokenization. Oh, we're talking about tokenization. Who tokenizes? Somebody answer my question. What is the crypto that tokenizes on Canton? Somebody in the comment section tell me. Hair Bandito says, hey Hulk, there is a new 7-Up flavor ghost. Oh, tastes exactly like 7-Up. Rise. Game Boy Reaper, congratulations. It's the Rise token. Let me show you this. Let me go on CoinGecko. So we're talking about Canton. Canton's a partner. I don't know anybody would sell this shit off. These people are so fucking stupid that sell off Rise token and Canton and Liquid Mercury. Let me look. Here's Rise right here. Now they have it. Oh, they don't have it at Caleb Brown. That's right. Ah, damn it. They will. I'm just telling you what. We're so early. We're ahead of some of these brokerages, okay? You and me find stuff way early. Accumulating 8+ years. Never sold. Michael Gilbert. Damn, that's pretty good. Okay, here is the T-Rise token. You can see these people selling it off. It's truly sad. Back on the 5th of July, this coin was up. A month ago, oh, we were bumping and pumping it. There you go. June 24th. This sucker hit like 2.2 cents or some shit like that. 2.3 cents. Congratulations, everybody. Holy, it was great. I looked at my crypto wallet, and it was showing 25,000 bucks of T-Rise, and I just put in like 3,200, and it went right to 8x. It was fucking amazing. But I'm not selling it. I'm not here for 25,000 bucks. I'm here for $25 million, pretty much. So let's read. So Axiology is now operating a live validator node on Canton, the privacy-enabled blockchain network. They're looking at the world's, this is a significant, Canton network is a significant world's regulated financial institutions for what? Tokenization. And that's the T-Rise right there. The T-Rise is for tokenization, settlement, and asset servicing. Applications deployed on Canton can now interact directly with Axiology's regulated issuance, custody, and settlement infrastructure. What is Axiology doing? They're regulated, so they can issue cryptos, everybody. They can custody them, and they can settle. When things are bought and sold, they settle them. Axiology. Let's continue learning about Axiology. And how is Axiology using Canton and the XRP ledger, T-Rise, and then Liquid Mercury would come into this as being an on and off ramp. Let me show you Liquid Mercury because it is a part of all this. Liquid. It's actually called Merc, M-E-R-C. Why isn't this going? There it is. It's 0.007. Liquid Merc is 0.007. Oh, it's a good one too. Well, everything's good on my program. Okay. Liquid Mercury over the past 7 days, that shit's up 3.5%. Over the past 1 month, Liquid Mercury is up 300%. If you look here, July 24th, bam, it goes straight up. You know why? That's Crypto Hulk, okay? You can see like it goes bang, just like that, straight. 3 months ago, we're at a high point. In the past 3 months, Liquid Mercury is up 130%. Look at the numbers here. In the past 1 year, this crypto is up 120. It's all green. This motherfucker's all green, except for the past 24 hours. It's all green. I mean, and you can clearly see, bang, it goes just like that when we talked about it. This crypto is so badass right here. If you forget the 24-hour, but if you go to the 7-day, 1 month, 3 months, year to date, 1 year, max, well, all that shit is just green. And the lowest it's up is like 127%. Can you think of some other channel that's giving you great solid cryptos like this? No. These other channels, are their cryptos up 350%? Okay, 300%. Are they up in the past month? No, none of these fucking channels. Okay, let's get back to work. The decision reflects where European institutional activity has actually concentrated. Major banks. So here's what is involved with Axiology and Canton, T-Rise, Liquid Mercury. It's all regulated, everybody. These are regulated cryptos. These other cryptos, not regulated. These other channels talk about this dumb shit or that dumb shit, not regulated, all right? What I'm trying to show you, first mover advantage, regulated cryptos. That's a beautiful combination. The decision right here reflects where European institutional activity has actually concentrated. Major banks, custodians, and asset managers across Europe have built or are building, here we go, their tokenization and settlement workflows on Canton. Let me copy that. This is just so amazing. We are in the right cryptos, I'm telling you. We got the right fucking ones, everybody. There's your evidence right here. Let me read this again. Major banks in Europe, custodians, asset managers, like investment houses across Europe, have built or are building their tokenization. There we go, T-Rise right there, T-Rise, and settlement workflows on Canton. Drawn to Canton because it's private and its position as the network underpinning Canton underpins a growing share of regulated digital asset infrastructure. Those three cryptos, Canton, T-Rise, and Liquid Mercury, get one or get all. They're all winners, okay? That's what this article is talking about here with this tokenization and settlement and on. Liquid Mercury provides the on and off ramps, okay? T-Rise does the tokenization, and Canton is the master platform. All three of those are amazing cryptos. All the money in the world is going to run on those. The Canton, for people that are brand new, Canton's a platform. It works with the DTCC. The DTCC moves 4.7 quadrillion bucks a year, okay? There's nothing bigger than the DTCC, not even my ego, all right? Now, by running a validator, Axiology runs a validator on Canton. By running a validator and exposing its services natively, Axiology removes a meaningful integration cost for those institutions. A counterparty on Canton can now reach a regulated European venue for issuance and settlement without leaving its existing network. Canton is the bridge, everybody. A business can hook up with Canton and not have to download all this software and do all this shit. They can just keep doing what they're doing right there. Canton brings everything together. That's why it's going to be a monster, and that's why I've got a lot of it, okay? The practical implications are concrete. An institution holding tokenized cash, that's like a bank deposit, or collateral on Canton can settle against securities issued on Axion's venue. There could be a business that's holding tokenized bank money. They can use that money to get securities. And when they make money, I don't understand how they do all the trading stuff because I'm not a trader. But this makes it beautiful for companies. It makes it easy. They don't have to start moving all this crypto and shit around. They can just do it all in one place, okay? Asset servicers already plugged into Canton gain a regulated European counterparty without a bespoke integration project. You can be a company hooked in with Canton and trade with all kinds of shit. You don't have to get all these different platforms and spend all these millions of dollars worth of software. It's kind of like you're leasing. Let's say you want to live in a nice house for a year, but you don't want to have to buy it, pay all the tax and shit. Then you just lease it for a year. That's kind of like what Canton allows you to do. Let's say there's $1 million house. You don't have to put $300,000 down and do all this. You don't have to do all that crap. So that's kind of like what Axiology does. It makes it super easy for businesses. Just come in and start making millions. Let me check the comment section. Then we'll go into my little deep dive for this project. Let's see, Larry Brotherton. FUYT, no notification, but I made it. Yeah, this YT thing, I'll tell you. Bogus fucking platform. Now, I started early, but still, the minute, like, Patreon, when I start that, everybody's notified. Okay, let's go with a deep dive here. Axiology is a Vilnius, Lithuania. So there's a city called Vilnius, Lithuania. Axiology is from there. It's based fintech company founded in 2023. Have you noticed like America's not doing any of this? And United States made all this crypto, but We don't do anything at all because criminals and drug dealers use it. This is our government's such a pile of shit. Let me continue. So Axiology specializes in regulated distributed ledger technology infrastructure. See, I'm an equal opportunity defender. If I haven't cussed out your country yet, trust me, it's coming. Axiology specializes in regulated DLT infrastructure for capital markets. Axiology focuses on issuance, custody, trading, and settlement of tokenized securities, particularly fixed income instruments, operating a private permission network based on open source, here we go, XRP ledger. There you go, right there. So this Axiology, think of Caleb Brown, and then throw in securities, commodity, all these kind of things, okay? So it's an everything store, okay? It's an everything store that runs on Canton, T-Rise, Liquid Mercury, XRP Ledger. Axiology was established in 2023 by a team with a strong regulatory and central banking backgrounds. I want you to see what's happening, everybody. 5 years ago, you'd have all these people doing crypto projects and shit. Now, what do we have? People that used to be regulators calling crypto's bad, crypto's bad. All these regulators have left to go work for the crypto companies. I want you to see all the dumb shit going on because my job is to help you see this. Then what you have is all the big banks, a lot of their presidents and chief technology officers, they left the banks. And remember now, the big banks are saying, oh, crypto's bad, it'll destroy the country. And all these bankers, they all quit their jobs to work for crypto companies like Axiology. Axiology deals with regulators in banking and security. It's all crypto. And it runs on the XRP ledger, Canton, T-Rise, and Liquid Mercury. Just a few years ago, all these people are saying this crypto's bad. Now all of a sudden, they work for the crypto companies. I want you to see all this. That this is why. What I like to do, I like to look at cryptos where people running it used to be the financial big shots on Wall Street, trading, in the banks. I like those cryptos. I like a crypto where people that are used to be regulators, they quit and go work for that crypto company. I like that, okay? That's the cryptos you want to be in. Nice and close. That's why I have Caleb Brown. That's why I have the Crypto Hulk law firm, because they deal with all the regulators and these kinds of things, all right? Axiology was established in 2023 with a team with strong regulatory and central banking backgrounds. Ta-da! No one's touching Axiology. No one is going to touch Axiology, Canton, or Ripple because these people used to work for the regulators, the Wall Street, and the banks. They're all playing around in crypto now. This is good. Axiology received one of the first, here we go. I'm going to copy paste this. I want you to see this right here. First mover advantage, everybody. Look right here. Axiology received one of the first distributed ledger technology trading and settlement system authorizations under the European Union distributed ledger technology pilot regime. This was back in 2022, everybody, 4 years ago. They operate as a MIFID investment firm licensed by the Bank of Lithuania. Right there. Now, who is leading Axiology, the company? Who is the CEO of this company? Listen to this. Former board member of the Bank of Lithuania. Isn't that something? Crypto Hulk, you found it. Look, what you got to do is get first mover advantage. That's what you have on this channel. That's one of the advantages. When you get a membership with my program, you call me up. I got all the stuff ready to help you pick out crypto. Should I sell off 5,000 of these and buy these? That's what I'm here for, to help make you successful, okay? What I'm showing you right here is you got this crypto company that's doing traditional financial stuff, buying and selling securities, cross-border payments, all these things, custody. Who are the people that work for this crypto company? Just some of the biggest. Now, this is in Lithuania. So look, you got a country called Lithuania. This company called Axiology pops out. Now, how did Axiology get all the licenses and permission to do all this shit? Wasn't crypto bad, Crypto Hawk? That's what they said. But since the people at Axiology used to work for the government, used to work for their SAC, since the people at Axiology used to work at the biggest banks, it's okay. You see how this works? They can do it. You can't. That's how. First mover advantage. I'm exposing to you how all this stuff is happening right here. All these countries, cryptos are bad. What does that do? Shuts down the competition. What do the governments do now? They realize, oh, damn, this crypto shit's going to take off. You, I know you, and then you. Okay, you can start a business. Everybody else, you can't do shit. That's how they do it. Then they ask their friends, hey, are you ready with that? And you got this, and then you guys are ready? Okay, you all get a license. Everybody else doesn't have a license. We're Axiology. We're going to give you a head start. We're going to delay this shit for 3-4 years. We're going to let you get up and running and start doing shit. And then we're going to start letting other people have licenses. But you get first mover advantage. This is exactly what's going on, everybody. The CEO for Axiology, he was a former board member of the Bank of Lithuania. He has extensive experience in regulation and central banking. Extensive experience. This guy is the top one, okay? He emphasizes interconnecting capital markets and tokenization. This guy knows everything that's going on, and he got first mover advantage. Now, their chief technology officer, his name is Andreas Kosuba, he's like a David Schwartz. He leads technical development, including the XRP ledger base stack and Canton. This guy knows everything about the XRP ledger and building it and testing on it. He knows everything about Canton, building, testing. He brings that to Axiology and puts Axiology right on top of Canton, and then Canton right on top of the XRP ledger. That's what we got going on right here. They have a built-in DEX, digital exchange. That's what Ripple's liquidity hub, that's what he's using. They're using the Ripple liquidity hub, everybody. Canada's got one in Toronto, I believe. All around the world, Brazil, China, Russia, they all have these liquidity hubs. Now, the recent business is based on tokenization. They got full regulatory license. This thing is ready to go. Oh, you have somebody by the name of Serene Murphy. This person, Serene, I guess will be a female, is ex-Goldman Sachs. Oh, my God. Oh, now looky here. Who do we have? Bundesbank. We have somebody named Joe Chen Metzger. This person came from Bundesbank. Who are they? They run pretty much all of Europe. Look, you got a country called Lithuania. They got full MiCA licenses for their financial products. You've got banking, finance, custody. Ain't nothing happening unless Goldman Sachs is involved. Ain't nothing happening unless Bundesbank's going to get a piece of this. This is what we got going on. This is brilliant. On top of that, Axiology is a live validator node on the Canton network. They just became nodes June, early July 2026. Just happened. So what's going on here? This is a brand new venue via integrated tokenized securities trading and settlement. What we got going on here is this. You got the traditional financial world. You got a company in Lithuania who's now offering crypto, or let's call it tokenized security and settlement. Okay. This means this means trading securities and commodities and all the stock market stuff in crypto form called tokenization. They give it a green light. It basically makes it okay. It's all regulated. Everything's ready to go. Now, I don't know when this thing fully takes off, but they're ready to go. All the money in the world, everybody's starting to get it. This is all being set up. Like, this isn't like we're testing it to see if it works. We're already done testing. When can we green light this thing and start making millions? That's where we're at right now. What we have right here, let me do a copy and a paste. This is just like what I said. They're past the testing and pilot phase. Here is Robert Driscoll. He says, pass the sweet sauce, Hulk, and the Canton. Will Easky. Will Easky is a 2024 Crypto Explosion member. Congratulations. So there's the copy and paste. Here's what it says. This positions Axiology amid Europe's shift from tokenization pilots to infrastructure. That means they're done. Testing, piloting, they're done. They are now hooked up. They're ready to go. We're all waiting for crypto laws globally. So this is just another example of they're done. They're ready to go. All right. And we don't know when that day is when everybody gets the green light. What you're seeing here is I'm showing you first mover advantage. You've got cryptos. You got the XRP right now. Was it $1.10 or something? Super cheap compared to $3.80 what it used to be. You got Canton, T-Rise, Liquid Mercury. These are all, everything's cheap right now. It won't be. Once this thing takes off, say adios to the cheap prices, okay? You have an opportunity now. Get a bank loan, whatever. Make your payments where you can afford every month. What? $100, $200, $300 a month, whatever you can afford. Stretch that shit out. Get all your cryptos that you need before this thing takes off. Now, let's talk price. Where are we at as far as time? 43 minutes. Okay, we'll talk about price here, and then we'll wrap this thing up. All right. I asked Grok, imagine Canton Network and the Canton code, the standard for their particular industry. Wildly speculate, Grok. Assume this crypto is working at 100% full capacity with full crypto regulation and institutions making this crypto the number one choice. Okay, so that's what I asked them. Give me a low, medium, and a high price 3 years from today. Okay, so that is what I put into Grok. Let's look here. Grok says Canton has to become the de facto standard for institutional real-world asset capital market infrastructure, powered by full regulatory clarity, globally massive institutional onboarding, integrated with traditional financial rails. These are the conditions. So we're doing a speculative price prediction, okay? What I'm doing is I'm showing you what has to happen. I'm not going to just throw out prices and shit. I want you to try to fucking think and learn about what's going on. Canton has to become integrated into the whole fucking global system. Canton has to be the de facto crypto, the standard. Now there could be other ones, but this one is the majority standard that the whole world uses. Okay. They have to have a ton of partners like they already do. Canton has to become the backbone of global capital markets. That has to be here. It's got to be the backbone. Canton has to dominate. All right. These are all the conditions. You're not going to see these crypto prices unless these conditions I'm talking about now take place. We want to have a realistic price prediction, not some crazy tell us we're going to the moon, crypto hub. No, you're going to learn some fucking shit before we hear the prices. I can't have some speculative, crazy, wild show. This shit ain't going to happen. If we're going to look at prices, we're going to see what has to happen to get to those prices. All right? That's adult investments, not the juvenile shit. Okay, low, medium, and high price. $1.50 to $3. That means there's some competition persists, moderate total value locked, steady utility demand, but slower network effects. Now, medium price. You have a pretty good adoption going, some competition. You have $5 to $10 trillion in total value locked. I'm sorry, that's the earlier one. Okay, the medium price, and that's $1.50 to $3. All right. Now the middle one. Strong dominance in real world assets. Major banks fully migrated. Significant burns. Okay, because remember now they can create these tokens and burn them. It's not unlimited what they can make. There's a limit of like 2.5 billion a year after this. But they can burn up a lot and they can do what they got to do. $8 to $15. This has to become a top 5 crypto by market cap to happen. You have to have institutional inflows. You have to have maturity driving valuation. Okay, the high case scenario. Here's the last one. Crypto Hawk, how high can this crypto get? Okay, in order to get the $40 to $80 range, oh man, nice. You have to have hyper adoption. Canton has to power 20 to 50% of tokenized global assets. Canton needs to have a near monopoly on institutional distributed ledger technology. It has to have aggressive deflation they have to burn it. Well, here's the thing. Canton, they burn 90%. XDC, they only burn 10%, okay? FOMO from sovereign hedge funds, you have to have a $1 trillion market cap, positioning Canton coin as digital gold for finance. So there you go, $40 to $80 plus. It's saying 40 to 80 plus. I don't know how high it could go up. $100, $200, I have no idea. So there is your real world research, and we threw in some speculation right at the very end because I don't like focusing on dumb shit. All right, let me check some comments here, and that'll be a wrap. Not financial advice. Good advice. Bought her own. Do not seek the treasure. Okay, that'll be a wrap. This show is over. I'll see you in the next one.